we're going to see Griffin Colapinto at the Rip Curl WSL Finals this year. He's already clinched his spot, but he wants more. He wants to climb up that seeding, and the start happens right here in the opening round. Griffin up against Caio Ibelli. Here we go, straight to Griffin Colapinto. Right at the beginning of the heat, surfer from San Clemente. Gonna go to turns on his backhand. Looking solid so far. Vertical in his approach, and that's going to be the start for Griffin Colapinto.
Perfect, Chopo. You set a precedent of what you think it's going to be, right? And you got to go out there and change the conditions. Looking at the forecast, this was one of the days that we were going to have enough swell. And I will say that Griffin basically understands, let's get a good quick start and get some maneuvers done and start pushing the judges in that realm, because there isn't a lot of barrels on offer. So sometimes you're going to have to do this, go to turns. And we've seen it from Griffin Colapinto, put it together, and I feel like this is going to be the first number that's of any real true substance with maneuvers. 3 solid vertical attacks in the lip, that one being one of the most critical sections of that wave, almost past vert. Yeah, he's already got a spot. He's going to be surfing at trestles.
Caio Ibelli on his first ride, and as we see throughout this men's opening round, Peter, and this just happened, Mihimana Braye.
So Mihimana, and I just talk about not a lot of barrels on offer, and Mihimana finds it. And there is a local surfer who has been putting his time in here.
We talked about Mihimana Braye. He just dropped a 7.33. Caio Ibelli here squeezes into a backhand barrel. It collapses over him, but he fights for the finish right through the foam for Ibelli. Caio with a strong snap after that. Caio, pretty good track record here in Tahiti 2019. He was a quarterfinalist.
He's able to do it, and this is an example of that. You think about that barrel, I'm like, there's no way he's going to be able to make it. But he steered up to the very only place he could get out of it, right up there at the very top of that wave in the corner, gets it done, gets some maneuvers done. And again, we're in a situation where, looking at forecast-wise, this is kind of best of what we were going to have here, and we got to go. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to be out there, and you got to perform, because the points don't change. It's not like that changes. The prize money doesn't change. The opportunities don't change. Just the waves can sometimes.
Well, generally in the wintertime is when you have that Maramu, and a lot of times Maramu winds will also bring weather with it as well. Here we go. Right. Colapinto, how's that drop? Locking in the rail there, gets into the barrel, gets out of the barrel, and a brilliant effort by the surfer from San Clemente. That was a technical barrel ride.
Absolutely technical, very, very challenging to get the speed control that he had. The side slip was all part of the technique of getting in the barrel at the very beginning of it, and then able to steer through it. Look at how he paddled into that one. He actually paddled towards the point, opposite direction of which way he was going to go, and that helped him to get deep right there in that first section.
What is so impressive today when we look at the world's best surfers and we catch this replay on the technical barrel riding that all of these surfers have been displaying here, because this was not an easy line. There was a lot of adjustments happening right here.
And he wasn't in the best position for the wave. He would have liked to have been even probably further back, so he didn't have to work too hard to get over the top of it, which is exactly what he did. He got over the top, he went the opposite direction, and was able to do it. All these surfers could figure out ways to get into the barrel. You end up being a bit of a...
Mihimana parks it in the barrel, no problem there. Sneaks out and makes sure he's complete. Braye needing a 2.17 to retake the lead off of Griffin Colapinto. Here, look at Mihimana on this first one.
Yeah, and again, his waves just look a little smoother. That one shut down, unfortunately, but you see how it's just more groomed on the face. Second wave of the set are pushed more onto the shallow part of the reef, and that's why you see it go hollower. It's in shallower water. That's what you're going to get when a wave goes. That's why our best places are probably our most dangerous places. It wasn't a great number.
Here goes Griff. Disappears, punches through the foam ball, battles with the foam ball, comes back out. We got a heat.
Yeah, and it's so cool to see. It's, again, adjustments. So it's not like the waves, and now we got a paddle battle to even get us going here and get it done.
And how about Griffin? He fought for this one.
Oh, man, just on the foam ball the entire time. And there's no grip. He's literally holding his body on the wall. He's able to see these waves that are maybe second wave of the set. They move onto the reef a little bit more, and they're a little shallower, so they're actually a hollower section, and that's a read by the local.
And stalling for a pit, Caio Ibelli gets a second section, and now we have a very, very competitive heat here in Heat 3 of the opening round.
That's cool to see that. Again, Caio was able to manufacture a number out of that 2 to 3 foot of water.
How's this?
Just, again, the technique that this man has been able to do in speed control. He just does so well. Has that parking brake on the rear end of his body that he just uses so well. And it doesn't look like he's ever fighting it. He just pushes there, and it's always the right speed that he's able to manifest out of it.
Look at that shallow reef right underneath the board of Caio Ibelli, and we told him this is one of his pet events because he's able to have brilliant backhand rides like that.
Yeah, and again, in conditions that are tough, right? And even in tougher situations, he's able to find the gems. It's such a good read on the ocean, in an ocean that is not easy to read. I mean, it's literally, you have a split-second decision as soon as you see a wave that's going to look like pretty good on the reef. You have that moment to be able to chase it down. You just never know what that whitewater is going to do. But, oh, golden opportunity here for Mihimana, but that wave literally turned the corner while he's in the barrel.
Ibelli just chasing this one down the line. A little fin slide there. A lot of places in the world that may be a score, but not here, where most of the numbers are really focused on barrel rides. And it looks like it's Mihimana Braye taking and using his priority. Here we go, Caio Ibelli, quick back out. Long wall in front of him. Tucks into this one, it pinches a bit, comes through that section and unable to find an exit.
You can see him on Championship Tour competing right here.
Mihimana tucks into this one, makes it look easy, and kicks out. Looking to improve upon a 5.27. I feel the size that wave may suppress that score just a little.
You know, another section. It was nice in and out. You know, again, without priority, trying to turn the number up just ever so slightly. That's a good way to do it. You know, just incrementally adding a 10th or a 20th of a point.
This is a magic moment for Mihimana Braye. Mihimana coming through. You can see the excitement on his face. The Tahitian wild card is on into the round of 16 with a victory over Griffin Colapinto and Caio Ibelli. What a great heat we had.